Welcome to the juggling tutorial. I want to teach you the 4 phases of teaching somebody to juggle. Now there's lots of different ways to juggle, lots of different ways to learn how to juggle, but these were effective for me when my father taught me many years ago when I was a child. So it does take some work, but we're going to go through these 4 phases. The first phase is just one object that you're tossing. That's where you're getting all the basics. We'll break these down. The second phase is where we're going to use 2 objects with both hands, one in each hand, and learn how to get a little bit of a rhythm, establish a rhythm. Then step 3, or phase 3, is where we're using 2 objects, but we're using just one hand. And we're going to do that for each hand. And then finally step 4, or phase 4, is where you are going to be juggling with three objects and using both of your hands. And this does take some time, but let's break these down even further. So let's start with phase 1. Phase 1, where you're going to use one object and you establish the basics. Now, first of all, what do you use to juggle? Beanbags seem to work the best because they don't roll away. But you can use just about anything. Just make sure they're the same size and shape. That's it gets more difficult if you have different sizes and shapes of your objects. Next, when you're juggling, you're going to watch my eyes when I'm juggling. You can see down there that my eyes are at the peak of the arc, and you want to be throwing the balls about a little bit above your head or around head height. So you're establishing all these where you're consistent in your throws and in your catching. And you want to have the same arch on the ball each time, because you don't want one going way high and one going way low. That throws off your timing. So with each of these phases, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you practice each phase until you can do them 20 times. If you can do them 20 times, we're going to call that the ninja level. And when you've reached the ninja level, then you're ready to advance to the next phase. If you're doing about 10 in a row, then you're about halfway there. You're learning to master it, but we're going to wait till you reach that ninja level, which is 20. Then you can go to the next phase of your juggling progression. So when you're ready to progress to level 2, then you're going to use 2 objects, one in each hand. You can see below where I'm tossing the one object, then you toss the other object, catch the first one, catch the second one. I call this throw, throw, catch, catch. And what you're trying to do during this phase is you're trying to establish a pattern. You want to get a pattern developed so it's very easy for your body to maintain control of the object that you're throwing. You get to a point where you really don't have to look at it. You can talk while you're doing it. You can even look around the room. And again, when you can do these 20 in a row, then you've hit the ninja level and you're ready for stage number 3. Now, stage number 3, you're going to use 2 objects, but this is what you're going to do in one hand. And if you look below, I'm using my right hand. I'm going to toss the ball up, and before it comes down, I'm going to slide the other one into the front towards my fingers and toss that one up as I'm catching the other one. So it's catch and throw, keep it going, and you're using just one hand. This is not easy to do. This takes some practice, but this really builds the eye-hand coordination. So when you can get up to 20 here, then you're also practicing with your left hand. When you can do 20 in each hand, then you know you're ready for the final phase of learning to juggle with 3 balls. So when you're ready for phase 4, you're going to grab the 3rd ball. You're going to hold 2 of them in one hand, one in the other. And this is going to come pretty naturally, but we're going to start slow. We're going to just do 4 catches or 4 throws to start with. We're going to go throw, throw, catch, catch. Again, 4, throw, throw, catch, catch. Throw, throw, catch, catch. Get used to doing 4. And when you're comfortable with that, then move to 5 or 6. Now you'll go throw, throw, catch, catch, throw, throw. So now you're starting to throw and just build it up. You don't need to try to get to 100 right away. Just build it up slowly. When you can do 6, count your throws. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when you can get up to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Each time you're progressing, again, when you can get up to 20, you're on the border of just being able to go for as long as you want to go. And we'll call that the ninja level there. And then from there, you can start incorporating other tricks as you go. Some of the simple little tricks you might want to try first would be shortening the throws and making faster juggles. This is actually kind of easier because there's not throwing the ball as far. Then you can throw the ball up higher, and these will be a little bit slower. And then you can try other fancy things beyond that. But that's the basics of how to learn to juggle. So as you're practicing this, please don't get frustrated. It took hours and hours and hours of practice. But the fun thing is you can see progress as you go, little bit by little bit. So with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you have fun learning how to juggle.